Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at And Now the Weather. This is a expedition in the Wahweap Bay map. This is unlocked after completing both production problems and I Feel It in the Water. For this expedition we're going to be using the AFIM S1960, and I have with me the required equipment, 2 rangefinders, 3 portable media stations, as well as a fuel canister, and some anchors and jack screws for emergency purposes. So let me show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be starting from the east outpost, and we're going to be making our way down the mountain here. All the way over here, we're going to climb up onto this mountain peak here to install 2 pieces of equipment. And then we're going to make our way down all the way over here, across the water, across these islands, and up onto this hill to install some more equipment. Then we're going to make our way back down and do a little bit more island hopping, and then climb up onto this hill to install the final piece of equipment. So this is the roadmap for what we're going to be doing. Let me get started and we'll show you how it's done. So the first thing we're going to do is drive forward out of the outpost here. And we're going to head right up through these rock pillars. And that is going to get us down to the next lower level here. And from here we're just going to hang a left and follow the ridge line all the way down. And once we get over here, we're going to head all the way up to the left so we can cross over this big crack in the ground here. And we're going to go right up through the middle of these trees. And over on the left side here, we're going to head right on down. And then climb up these rocks. From here, we're going to head all the way down so we can go across this big crack in the ground here. We're going to head all the way around and hook a right, do a big old U-turn here. And then we're going to follow the rock stairs all the way down to the bottom here. And then from here, we're going to do another left-handed U-turn. And we're just going to follow this little ravine here. And from here, we're just going to follow this layer all the way around the back side of the plateau. Just going to make our way all the way around here. Go right up here in between the rocks. And then from here we're going to head down and go up these rocks here. And from here, we're just going to follow this path all the way down. Alright, and from here, we're just going to very carefully roll off this ledge. Straight forward, and then up the ramp on the other side. And we're just going to continue to follow the ridge here. You can see there's the plateau we need to climb, but the path down is right up ahead over here. Alright, so from here we're going to head off to the right. And here's going to be a nice, easy path down that we can use. Head on down to the left here. And we're going to go all the way around this big rock here. Kind of over by these trees. And that is going to give us a nice ramp that we can use to climb up. Now this part of the climb is probably the trickiest part of this one here. It's kind of tough to get traction just right. We're kind of slipping a little bit there, so we're just going to grab the winch and pull ourselves up with this tree. And then we're just going to go right on around. What in the world? Okay, that's new. Alright, so we're just going to keep going here. And right up on the left side here is going to be a ramp we can use to climb on up. We're going to try to squeeze right in between this big rock here. That is going to allow us to climb all the way up. And once we get up top, we're going to go install our equipment. So we're going to head over here first. And deliver the Meteo station. Alright, with the Meteo station installed, we just need to head over to that next point over there and install the rangefinder. Go right up here and install the rangefinder. Alright, and from here we're just going to reverse down. And then climb back up. And then head on around. And we're going to head back down this plateau the same way we used to get up here. So we're just going to very nicely work our way down the hill. And then go around the ridgeline here. And once we get past the tree, then we're going to start our descent. We're just going to head right on down here. A little bit more. And then from here, we're going to head through this little rock canyon and make our way all the way down so we can get down to the lowest level. We can go right up through here by these rocks. Squeeze right on through there. And we're just going to keep following this path here. Once we get out the other side of that big rock up there on the left, that is going to be the path we can use to get down to the lowest level. So from here, we're just going to climb right on over these rocks. And right over here is going to be our ramp down. So from here, we're going to make our way down. And we're just going to keep heading all the way down here. And then we're going to go around all these boulders. And then from here, we're going to climb right on up this ledge. And up ahead is a bridge. If you don't have this bridge built, it is 75 spare parts. I have previously built this bridge on other expeditions, so we're just going to go right on across the bridge here. And right over here, we're going to climb over these rocks. Head off to the left. And right up this ledge. And we're just going to follow this mud all the way around here. Climb right on over these rocks. And this right here is a tricky spot. We want to climb up on the right side here. Kind of right up here. And from here, we're just going to follow this down nice and slow. There's a little bit of a ledge drop off here. Just take it nice and easy. And then we're going to head all the way down to the shoreline. And then we're going to use these rocks here to go across the river. Alright, once we get up here, we're going to climb up this island. We're just going to climb our way up the slope here. And then we're going to head up to the right here. Climb on up to the tallest level. And then head on over to the left. And right over here, we're going to climb down these rock ledges. All the way down to the shoreline. So from here, we're going to go up and around this tree. Stuck on the tree, that's alright. And we're just going to follow this river all the way down along the side of this island. And then we're going to go ahead and cross this island. But before we continue, this is a very good spot to stop and refuel and repair. So we're going to go ahead and top off the tank all the way up and go ahead and repair that engine and suspension, because both of those took a little bit of a beating on the way over here. And then we're going to go ahead and cross. And let me just show you a point of reference all the way we've traveled. So we're all the way down here. We're going up to climb up this plateau, which may look familiar to you. I'll talk more about that when we get there. But that's where we're going. Alright, so we're going to cross over to this other island. I'm just going to go right up the middle here, so we can go around this tree. And then we're going to cross back over to the mainland. Alright, from here we're going to head on over to the left. And we're going to follow this ridge here. Now this is very narrow, so we're going to just take it nice and easy. We want to be all the way on the edge so we can get around these trees. Just Gonna kind of squeeze right past him here. Nice and easy. And then head on up to the right. And we're just going to get right through this rock passage here. And then head on up to the right some more. And now from here we begin our ascent. Now, I mentioned before this hill is familiar. This is the hill from No More Shaking. So, if you're doing this one, you've already climbed up this hill with a much larger vehicle with a seismic vibrator add-on. So, it's a little bit easier to get up here with one of these smaller trucks, but it is still a challenge. And then on top of that, this time around we're going to have to make our way down the hill. So, I'll show you how to get down this hill as well. So just like going up here for No More Shaking, we're just going to follow the path right up through the middle here. And we're going to use this tree branch to kind of pull us up. And that's the hardest part right there. And luckily there's a very nice tree branch there that we can use to kind of pull us up. So now that we are at the top, it's time to go ahead and get our equipment installed. So we're going to head right on over here and install the first piece, and then the second piece, and then make our way down. So right over here, portable media station. And then over here is going to be the rangefinder. Alright, so with that done, we only have one more objective left, and that is to install a portable media station up there. So we're just going to make our way down the hill here and head on over there by crossing these islands. Alright, so there is a trick to getting off of this hill, and that trick is to basically let your vehicle's momentum carry you down the hill and not using very much gas at all. So we're just going to kind of let it coast, and we're just going to use brakes to slow us down as we kind of roll down this hill. Because it's all about just getting the positioning right. Through here. And there you have it. That gets us all the way down. And now it is time to cross the islands. So for this one, we're going to go right in the middle here. Kind of aim for the smaller island here so we can get up and out of the current. Alright, and that's going to get us onto the first island. Now, once we get down here, we're going to go around the left side of the island. I know it's tempting to climb up the middle of the island, but there is a massive drop-off on the other side. So we're going to use the shoreline on the left side of the island here. You can see in the water it is not terribly deep going through here. So we're just going to cruise right on through here. And we're just staying right on that shoreline to give us the most grip. Alright, now that we've made it around, now we're just going to hop through these islands. This one we're just going to head right up through the middle. Now we've got some solid ground to use with a little bit of shallow spots here and there, but the worst of the currents and stuff are well behind us at this point. Alright, we got one more deep spot here. It's not too bad here. We just kind of floated right across it there. Alright, once we get over here, we're going to go all the way down to the wall and then climb on up. And we want to go right up through this gap here. I'm going to once again go ahead and top off with our remaining fuel reserves for this mountain climb. And you can see the path up the mountain right here. And now we climb. I got it. Didn't quite get that angle right. That's alright. Let's go ahead and try it again. There we go. I kind of caught the tires on that rock there, so kind of watch out for that. And then we got another slope here to climb. This time we've actually got a tree branch if we need it. But we're doing just fine here. Alright, get backed up, straightened up, and right on up the mountain. Alright, we got one last slope to climb right up here. And that is going to take us all the way over to our equipment install location. So we're going to go ahead and install our portable media station. And that is going to complete And Now the Weather. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.